Can't wait till some other... All these fucking flies. Hi, if anybody's out there.
Oh, I just got a notification. Oh, FrankieBflat is freaking live.
You don't say? Oh well, forget this. We better we better watch. Hey everybody, I'm non-schooling.
Nobody's on.
Nobody's on yet. They will.
They'll watch. They'll be watching now. They'll be watching the replay.
Hope I can work with these flies and buck fly.
Absolutely.
Did you bring any notes?
Got them all right here.
All right, good. Same here.
Wow, I can't believe it must be. It's a busy time of the day now. No?
It is. Oh, and I just found out too. Everybody's doing that voting thing today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess that's what this is. This is the Election Day special.
Yeah, there you go.
For Fool's Day.
Yeah, the April Fool's, the November Fool's Day special. Yeah, I've never voted. Never voted in
What's
my life.
up, everybody? I got my brothers here.
I didn't even vote in high school for king and queen and all that horse crap. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, people ask me, they're like, are you voting this year? And I look at them, I'm like, vote this year? I haven't voted in my life. I'm 63 and I'm proud of it.
3 people never voted in their life.
And they're like, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. I said, you should be ashamed of yourself. Why is that? I said, 'cause it's all rigged. There's no Republican or Democratic candidate.
Sorry, I kind of think so. Sorry. Burst somebody's bubble.
Yeah, it's another.
No, I didn't vote for McCain. I don't like McCain. He's married to a mafia princess.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, but a lot of people live in Arizona. They know it. Oh, you were bored? Oh, you voted because you were bored?
Yeah, I guess it's something to do, huh?
Flat Out Faith says hello.
How many people we got already? 9? See, there wouldn't even be 9 total on either one of ours, I don't think. You had like 15 the other night. Actually, I think there's quite a few actually watching you.
I was really surprised.
Yeah, Jimmy B's Bros here. Many blessings to you guys. Hope all is well out there. This is not a video. This is not a video where we're going to tell you go out and vote. I guarantee you, man.
I know.
My wife's still not happy with me. You're not going to vote again? Like, don't even ask me, please.
Yeah, this is your Election Day special coming to you from 3 people who never voted in their life.
Yeah.
Well, since you didn't voted, maybe your votes. This is what they say to you. Well, maybe your vote. You'll do 3 guys' votes. If you guys would have voted, maybe our taxes would have been lowered.
Well,
and I would have said, I had never heard of any taxes ever being lowered anywhere in my lifetime.
Yeah, right? And when people say that, I really think that they're just like, what they say when they're mad you didn't vote is they're mad that you didn't go and vote the way they wanted to vote. What if you went and voted for the other guy? They're not going to like that. They want you to go vote for their thing, and they're mad that you didn't join them in this vote. And it's all just a big scam. I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that...
but what's worse is that people that don't even work for them or are associated with them. Okay? You're just talking to people out in the street. So why should they all get upset and everything? They're not working for them.
Yeah.
They're like fans. That's like, baseball. The Mets and Yankees. Yeah! I said, who gives a shit who wins or loses anymore?
It is. You're absolutely right.
And you say, Frankie used to love the Mets. Loved them. I said, listen, ever since I found out the earth is flat, that has changed my life completely, even with sports. Even going to church. I know there's probably churches out there that bring up the flat earth, but I haven't seen any. It's not like I'm going out every week trying to find them. All I have to do is just open up the good book, and I can find a lot of stuff in there, right? And I still want to know to this day, the people the true believers that read the Bible, how come they didn't pick that up, that the earth was flat? It's in there,
So weird.
Yeah, no churches talk about flat earth. If you do, they don't want to talk about it. All right, so on the end there is Sean, all around flat. Say hello to the guys and girls out there.
Guys and girls.
Don't worry, we'll talk about voting. And Mark
Hi, everybody.
from non-schooling.
Yeah, that's my channel.
You want to say hello, everybody?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining
Who
us.
goes on? Who are some folks that are on already?
Oh, I don't know. You're going to have to look. My eyes are bad.
Daniel Pratt.
Yeah. Did Daniel come in?
Oh, he's always there. He's laughing.
Nice.
Like you can write now.
Sage. Hey, what's up, brother? Matt Coyote, God is real. Jonathan Berman, God is real. Daniel Pratt.
Tell Daniel Pratt I love
Sandra's here.
Tell him I love him.
P900. Sandra's here.
Sandra's here.
Sandra.
Hi,
Flat
Sandra.
Out Faith. Nice. Nice. What's up?
Hey, say hello to you. What up, fellas?
What
Hey,
is up?
everybody.
Daniel Platt. Well, we're just a couple old guys getting older.
We're not getting sprayed today.
Not getting sprayed. There's a lot of flies in buck fly. We
Yeah.
killed like 12, 15 of them before we went. I said, I'm not going to go live. They're like, why not? I said, I don't want no flies flying in my mouth or in my eyes like Obama.
What are you gonna do?
There's nothing we can do about it, you know?
Yeah.
We know they were made for Father God and they're on the flat earth too with us. So
Better than mosquitoes. I'm glad they're not biting us.
don't call, man. Maybe they'll come out.
Yeah.
Get in front of the camera.
Oh, little fat butter. Come on.
Hello from Goodyear.
Come on. What are you doing? What
Daniel Pratt is controlled. We're all being controlled. The mark of the beast is at hand. It's
See, look,
almost
you
at
already got-
almost
you already
at
got
full
right.
force.
What are you doing?
Well, you want to come out? Dashi!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, I can't even.
Sweetest little
I can't
dog
even-
ever.
What are you doing?
Oh, Mike, you don't miss Arizona? You're in Florida now? Pick your poison.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Liberals, globalists. Exactly, Nick.
You want to get up here? You want to get up here, dude?
Oh, the Antichrist comes 3.5 years into the tribulation. I hope we're not around to see that. I always get scared about that, the locusts coming out of the pit. And Jonathan Kleck is always bringing that up with the locusts coming out, man. That scares me, man. I hate bugs,
Yeah.
especially mosquitoes.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun.
And the sky, if you noticed, no chemtrails today.
It's pretty damn clear.
It's very clear. It's like a blessing.
Oddly clear.
It should be like that all the time.
Still like the haze or whatever, because it's dusty and whatnot.
5 months period of no death from the locusts. Well before the Antichrist appears. That's just great. You know? I don't want to burn in hell. I got burnt. I got 3rd-degree burns on my back, almost on my buttocks. You know? And it's 3rd degree, and you don't want to feel that. Trust me. Steven, how you doing? You had time to stop and talk to us? He says, still eating the Buckeye Shops pizza. Let me see. Let me go in my house. Ow. My back went out. Sorry. Okay, Steven, the rest of you talk about pizza. Yeah, here's the box. It was Sicilian pie, weighed a ton. It was $24 and well worth it. My brother Sean brought it from Phoenix.
We're coming at you, dude.
Treated buck fly. How do you know? How do you know there's flies in Buckeye?
I see you.
I'm not that close to the jails. They're like 25, 30 miles away, but we're all in the jail. We're all under a dome. So, all right, the old man, sit down.
Yeah. Shoot him out like that.
Babylon has fallen. They say America's Babylon. Who knows? Oh, because you're my son and you come out here. Oh, that's right. Hope you come out here. Help me finish the brickwork. Don't worry, I'll give you some money. Oh, Mike, it's nighttime in Florida. Oh yeah, they got the 3 hour. No, it's 2 hour. No, it's 2 hour now.
almost 3 over there, isn't it?
No, it's 2 hours
I
difference.
don't know. We don't
Fall
change
back,
time,
spring
so
ahead.
I don't remember when the days are.
That goes beyond somebody like me.
I lived back east for a few years, and a couple times I ended up at work an hour early, and then another time I ended up being an hour late.
When I lived on Long Island, I always had to change it.
Yeah.
I lived and died by the alarm clock.
I lived
And
out
since
here
I
too
moved
long.
out here, I never had an alarm clock. My wife does. I won't touch one. Let me see what you're saying, Nick. Frankie, multiple choice. Would you rather deal with the rapture or have liberals in control of the House, Senate? I don't know who's running it. I just know it. Oh, like I told my brothers here, I haven't seen any taxes go down. Have you? When they say they're going to lower taxes? Right then and there, everybody in America should just shut the TV off, man. I swear. Hey, we got 33 out there. 33 people watching.
Nice.
Yeah, we're conspiracy.
Right. Glad you could all make it. We're just
Hey,
having,
Tom.
Shit.
having a little Arizona meetup here. A little informal meetup. And
Get everybody out here one day.
Sean-
Have like a crew like 10.
Sean picked me up and drove me all the way out here to Frankie's, and you know, I just can't emphasize enough how open and great everyone's been. You know, there's no flat earth boogeyman out there. You know, we can all come together and just be real. And I found, you know, just a real opening and accepting environment here. And I just encourage everyone to stand up and to stand out on the issue. And don't be afraid. Don't let the people intimidate you into not coming out and saying it. Nothing's going to happen. There's no boogeyman that's going to come to your door and be like,
Not yet.
you're in the flat earth, let's take you away or whatever. It's like it takes some courage to come out and talk about it, and this is what we all should be doing.
We all need
Amen.
to get together.
They're coming to take you away. I said, they're going to need a crane. They want to take me away. After like me would be like an hour, they'll send me back, man. Pat my wife on the back and say, hey, here's some money.
Yeah, good job.
God bless you, woman. We'll never see you again, we hope.
Please take him back.
Hey, Travis, thank you up north. Well, it's not up north. I mean, you're in the middle. Right? He says he's up north. Alaska.
Oh.
Okay, so it's really not up north. It's in the middle. It's in the middle of the disc. That's what I believe. It makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes more sense than a damn globe, that's for sure.
Hi, Calvin. Thanks. Hey, Chris. Coyote Sky, how you doing? Oh, I gotta let my dog in. Hey, Frida, I want to say hello. I don't want to forget. There's a beautiful woman up north. Oh, again, I say we're so used to saying that. She's in the middle, and very powerful video. Really. Same thing with brother Daryl. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry if the camera's off. Come on, boy. Go look for your mother. Go look, try to find her.
Yeah.
Where's Daniel Platt? He left? Hey, Luke. How you doing? Love your videos. What are you saying, Steven? See too much with the pizzas, man. Told you I was going to get a pie. Let me see what Jeff says. Frank, I've been subbed for a while, but you have not said anything about the current election and the course of the election.
Well, we did just talk about
Nice Italian, unsubbed.
Cool.
Yeah, I saw you feel that way. I really don't know too much about politics. I don't, like I said, I don't even vote.
Yeah.
I don't follow them. I really don't even.
Is that what we're supposed to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it is election day, so I'm not surprised that
I
that
just
question
found that
coming
out
up.
freaking 2 hours ago, so.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't even occur to me till last night, right after I got off the phone with you. It occurred to me. I'm like, oh yeah, tomorrow's election day, and I only know because I know somebody who went to go work at the polls, and I'll tell you, he works at the polls, and he doesn't even believe in voting. Okay, he believes in the right to do it, and he's doing it as a job. But he admitted to me, he's like, no, I don't. You know, it's not.
Doesn't surprise me.
He's not like, oh yeah, voting's like this incredible thing. He just does it. It's a thing he does. He's not like fooled into thinking that, you know, he's not doing it, you know, because he really thinks it. He's like, I mean, it's just kind of interesting to think that only naive people really think this political system is anything but a show and a scam.
That's why I always say, when are people going to wake up and don't vote for nobody? You know, if they say anything, if politicians say something, just I always, all you have to do is say, well, I'm 63 years old, or I'm 53 years old, and I never seen anything go down. And then leave it at that. Let them try to answer you.
Yeah, if voting changed anything, if it was anything, they would make it illegal. If it really was the way to go. And I feel kind of similar about the legal system. It's just another system they've set up, they've rigged up to just keep it all trapped. So you can like play a game. You get your Coke or Pepsi. Are you a Democrat or are you a Republican? Okay, in the legal system, we got a prosecutor and a defense attorney. So when it's all said and done, you had your defense, and you go in the system, and so it's all just kind of it's all part of the same, just rigged system.
I think when Bush proved it with his brother in Florida, they were waiting for the votes. There was a miscount or something.
Yeah.
And then they found out, well, it was Bush's brother that was running who won.
Yeah.
They just came out boldly. If you could read between the lines, it's all rigged. It's all set up. I'm sorry I'm not talking. I don't know anything about politics, like I said.
Yeah.
All I know is I love everybody out there, even if you think I'm a shill. Oh, and CC is on. He says he's driving in the car.
Oh. Hey, CC.
I don't know if... Oh, Cat's Eyes. Hi, everyone. Everybody will say the Cat's Eyes.
Hey.
Hello.
Love your work. Hi, Jeff. Does anybody want to talk about anything? Like, if they're into politics, they can put something up and say something, post it.
I don't give two shits. I don't know what to say.
I mean...
Literally,
I really think it's...
I know a couple stupid things just from what I've been seeing or whatever, like as far as immigrants are 90% likely to vote Democrat. I know that.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch heading this way or just got here just in time to vote, which is a coinky dink. Other than that, why, who, where, when, dude, I don't give two shits. I really don't I don't care. I know that shit's corrupt and I have no actual control over it, so I'm not going to piss myself off trying to do something about it. So, same thing with the chemtrails. I try to show things, show people what's going on. Maybe someone will see a video sometime and be like, you know what, that looks like bullshit. Actually, I'm going to look into this. But other than that, we can't do anything about it, and I really kind of don't give two shits about that either.
Yeah, politics is another distraction and a trap.
Care. Left, right, do red, blue, piss off, man. I don't care. Just trying to separate more people, too.
Right.
And the Democrats are the ones that originally enslaved people, and Democrats are Ku Klux Klans, and everyone of color, supposedly, they all vote Democrat. It's fucking retarded.
Hi, Pete.
It's completely ridiculous.
It is. Right.
It's completely ridiculous.
It should be, we should unite around things like principle rather than race or something like that, or just like around a party, a political party that's exploiting race as a way to just kind of keep people divided. Like,
everyone is.
And so, either way you cut it, I don't know. I guess my thing is more the school system, and not because I really went through it a lot, but because I actually didn't go to school. I was never sent to school. I was born at home. I was never vaccinated, and when I finally was sent to school, I was sent to high school when I was like 15. I went for about 3 years and dropped out, and then I got my GED. So that's my education. Outside of that, I was fortunate enough to just understand and learn on my own through experiencing the world, and that's one thing my parents did teach me, was be curious with the world and to learn on my own. And it wasn't like school, I think, really crushes people's true desire to learn.
Well, you walk in, there's a globe in every classroom.
Yeah. And
let's see what the chat's saying.
It's sick.
Okay, Coyote Sky says, chemtrails is fear porn. The sky trails always rise, they don't fall. buy a camera. So you think, well, there's proven fact that there's chemicals in those chemtrails. So I don't know. That's bad enough for me. You know, I don't really need a camera. All I have to do is look up, and I know it's not normal.
I don't know how bad it is, but I know it's not good. That's about the gist of that.
No, a lot of people did experiments on them and tested them.
I know it's actually detrimental, but whatever. People can't even agree that it's not good.
Christopher says we're awesome.
Oh, well, you're awesome.
All you guys and girls are awesome out there. We're all out there trying to spread the flat earth. Wake up as many people we can.
That's it. Trying to share information.
As time goes on, people who are able to explain flat Earth become more just. I mean, it's going to be harder to find them. Maybe certain people. It's just a valuable thing when a person can explain flat Earth, and that's valuable. People who don't understand it but want to, and just have those barriers, those program barriers in the way. You know, and maybe they need someone who can explain it and let them know it's okay.
Thank
you. You know.
They're gonna keep shutting. There goes that damn shotgun blast. Air conditioner.
Flat Accord Music says hi.
Hi.
Frida and Sandra. I want to make sure I can at least. I'm going to cut you short. The Little Red Bird looks really sunny over there.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It's still hot here, and the sun looks white. It's not yellow. Hey, what is this? The Sandra Channel? He says he's very healthy. I have no heavy metals in my poo from the Sky Trail. Oh, so you checked your poo, huh?
Wow.
Flush
How
twice.
did you know that? Do you like weigh it? Is that how you know the heavy metals?
Yeah, one of those neodyne or whatever magnets.
Ah.
They're gonna put nothing up my. Hi, Rob. How you doing? I think somebody said something. They said, "Who do I think, or who do we think, will be the first politician, or maybe president? I'm not sure now, that will actually bring up the flat Earth."
Well, didn't Obama bring it up in a way?
Well, he did it laughingly.
Right, you mean in a real way. I think it'll be, it could be 20 years or 100, I don't know. That sounds like a long time coming.
Too many people have the root spirit of deep sleep. It's pretty sad.
That's true.
I don't think it's ever going to be brought up anything more than just in jest.
Yeah, it's definitely not making us healthy, that's for sure. It's not. I don't believe it's helping. Frank, the country could be invaded with Russians paratrooping in and request due process. Yeah, they can. That's why I always say, hold on to your guns, man. You know, when you call a cop, it's too late. Damage is done.
Usually, it kind of works out that way.
Little bird.
I mean, you don't have to be like so pro-gun and that you're just like, you know, it's like you don't have to be so without like, it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's hard to find a middle ground. You don't have to embrace it entirely just to be like, well, we shouldn't take them away. People should be allowed to have their guns.
Everybody
should
like
have one. It's okay to like, you know, you don't have to be a gun nut, you know, just to be like supportive of the right to have guns. I don't have a gun, but I don't want that right to be taken away, you know. So, you know, just more of a middle ground. You don't have to go 1,000% on guns just to say people should have that right.
Exactly. Yes, check out brother Daryl 44 channel.
Daryl, his other brother Daryl.
Yeah.
Daryl and Daryl.
Yeah, 44.
Wow. You don't remember?
Great channel, great channel. Yes,
Bob,
Frida, you're right.
Bob Newhart, the Newhart Show. For those guys that come in all the time. I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl.
I never saw that. I know Bob Newhart, and I knew he had a show. Never saw it, yeah. But yeah, I never saw that. But I kind of get what you're saying.
I don't have no pictures of the dome.
Where are you guys? I'm right here, and he's right here.
We're in Buckfly, Arizona.
And Frank's right there.
Phoenix Flat Earthers Unite.
Freaking A.
Yeah.
I want to do a meetup. I want to start doing like a regular meetup down, maybe like downtown Phoenix. That's just because that's near where I live, and it'd be convenient for me. And I just kind of want to see if I'm gonna maybe start putting out the flag a little to get people in Arizona just together, just to chat and get to know each other more.
You can do it, dude.
There's a lot out there, believe it or not.
Do it, dude.
I know that they did have a few Flat Earth meetups in the past, but I didn't see that group continuing to do it. It was on like a meetup.com. There was someone organizing some stuff like last year. And that was cool. So I know that other stuff has happened.
Nick wants to know if I believe there's other hidden continents and countries. There's a lot of things hidden.
There could easily be a lot of hidden continents and countries.
If there is, it's beyond the ice wall, and there has to be another sun or something heating up everything.
Well,
Who knows? We haven't gone that far. That's the true space.
Right. Right. It could be far distant in that regard. Or they could even be hiding, I think they could even be hiding a continent or land, like, right over there in the ocean. You know, how would we really know if they really wanted to hide it? You know, if things are maybe not quite the way they said it is, you know, and so it's just hard to know. I think it's very possible they're hiding stuff that could not even, they wouldn't even have to be that far away.
We're pretty limited to our perspective there.
Yeah, people are so controlled.
Most of my buddies I talked to, they didn't even left the state.
Right.
They didn't even gone up north to see Flagstaff, you know, 2 hours away. They don't even know what that's even like. They lived here their whole freaking life and never even went to the Grand Canyon.
Right.
I've known more people that are not from Arizona that have visited the Grand Canyon than people who have grown up in Arizona and not visited the Grand Canyon.
It's like the Empire State Building in New York. A lot of people live there, and I never went there. You know, I've been maybe twice, 3 times.
If you're from Chicago, you've been there 3 times. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Jeff says I have to investigate what you're saying. I'll try. I don't want to, you know. Oh, Jeff Simmons. He goes, Frank, I'm Italian like you. Oh, man. Good. I guess. Good. I always kid my wife, though. I say there's only 2 kind of people in the world. People that are Italian and people that want to be. She gets so mad because she's Puerto Rican, you know. I only do it just to, like, rile her up a little bit. It's like, take it serious. Like, you know, like, calm down. You know, I'm only kidding around with you.
That's great.
One big pond, Sandra says. One big pond. I wonder why I always like to have a fish tank.
Pretty much.
Nick wants to know, hey, Frankie, what do you think about the aliens?
I don't think anything.
Oh, they're a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one. I don't want to see one.
Politics and aliens. Okay, I don't.
Hi, Patrick.
I'll say that I think that there's a lot of contention between your, like, alien camp out there. There's a lot of, like, hip young thinkers who are, like, into the aliens and the moon base, and it goes with the whole heliocentric. So I think that those people feel very threatened by Flat Earth, because some of those people are smart enough to realize that there's more truth in Flat Earth than your alien conspiracies. So what's happening is people are going into Flat Earth. Flat Earthers aren't going into alien conspiracy. That's not happening at all. So, you know, I think that as much as weird as it sounds, some of the alien conspiracy people, some of them really, they're almost ready to just come over here. You know, so I feel like, you know, the alien thing, as much as I reject it, you know, I want to just let you know, like, we don't know what those things in the sky are. We don't know how far they can go, you know, into the flat horizon. Okay, so maybe there's, and also aliens are defined by people in other countries. So, you know, just, it depends on what you mean by alien. And if you really need your aliens, well, you know, there could be people from far away on the plane, and that might be defined as an alien. So maybe
you know, maybe a creature, you know, like an aliens.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
That stuff. That's all such.
Well, we haven't seen it. They haven't really shown proof. Same thing with Mars and the moon. Everything. It's all. We want the real proof.
Right.
You know, we want the truth, because all truth matters.
Right. Aliens are more Hollywood programming, basically.
Patrick. All right, what are you saying now, Calvin? When our flat Earth is going to protest at NASA's gate for a few days, live streaming. Massive mainstream media coverage.
Sounds like a publicity stunt to me.
Calvin, you know what? Let us know.
Maybe it's a good idea.
Let us know when it's on. I like to watch it. I like when I watch. I'll go through channels and I'll see like the NASA channel, like maybe on TV or on YouTube, and then when I go to it, I just say to myself, it's such a big lie, and so many people believe it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how could you, how long can they keep telling us we're gonna go here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that? A whole lifetime goes by, then the next people coming in, our children grow up still thinking they live on a spinning ball flying into space. No.
We talking about
now I'm still alive.
We can go to that you see the live feed of the ISS. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, there's a few different ones.
You can watch, and it's all the way at the top of the screen where it curves or whatever, and you'll see like a little swirl in the clouds, and that little swirl will stay there the whole duration and not change whatsoever. But supposedly, dude, it's such horse shit.
Well, in the meantime, don't forget we're flying through space too now.
Yeah. Yeah,
wow.
Come on, wake up, people already.
Hold on, guys. We're flying. I can feel it.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm spinning.
All this stuff going on. Everyone's flying around, but however often we know exactly when Halley's Comet's coming. Like the day and the hour. But yet, we're spinning. This whole galaxy's spinning. The galaxy's spinning through the other but everything stays the same year after year after year after thousands of years after year.
Yeah.
Hey Tom, you joking around? I hope you are. I think you are. Can't go back to the moon, but Mars, here we come.
That's a good one.
Frida, we know you're awake up in the middle up there. Gotta keep reminding. Same thing with sunrise, sunset. The sun does not rise, it does not set. It moves toward us or away from us from our point of view. And I always bring that up to my grandchildren, my children, my wife, or my cousin.
He's been correcting himself all day talking about atmosphere and being like, oh, just leave out the sphere because there's no sphere. It's just atmos. It's just the.
Tommy's joking.
Just the air. Yeah.
Yeah. Atmos means air in like Latin or whatever.
You don't need a sphere.
Right. And so we're floating around the atmos. We're grazing the atmos.
Flat.
You could say atmos flat or atmos plane. It just doesn't quite sound right to me. I just like atmos, but
Frankie B. Genius.
Just something that occurred to me.
I have the Holy Spirit in me, live and well. That makes me smart. Real smart. I guess Daniel Platt is doing a video. Flat chord music. Too bad we didn't try to travel to outer space in the 20s or 30s. The way NASA technology works, they would have made it to Mars back then. Exactly. Flat chord music. How long are we going to wait? How long you want to wait? Do you want to be on your deathbed? And then they're not going to tell you anyway because they don't care if you're dying or not. But you want to make sure that your grandchildren, your children know that, hey, yeah, Papa Frank said the earth is flat and that might plant the seed. That's the way to go. So that's what I do. Amen. Can't get out of the dome. That's true. You can't. That's what they want to do. They want to break through. And they're not going to break through.
No.
Not a chance. But yet they're determined on our money, our tax money. 53 million a day, they say now. Okay? It's a lot of money. It's every 24 hours. Cure world hunger. Let me see now. What makes better CGI images? NASA, Hollywood movies.
I do.
Yeah. Anybody can now.
I forgot what company. The same company that makes CGI images and stuff for NASA does it for Disney and Miramax, and same company that did shit on the Transformers. It's the same. It's actually the same production company.
Wow. They're not even hiding it.
The same production company has advertisements like they show like NASA. They got little emblems that show all the companies that they've worked for before, and that's NASA. Why would NASA need computer graphic CGI people who, you know.
Why wouldn't
Oh,
they?
okay, so how does the sun stay up, Frankie? I answered that question. I said it in my last video. I left your response. I said, Father God. That's who's holding it up.
The same
Can't
way
argue with that.
we stay spinning in a perfect circumference around the sun with all these other planets that this one's too hot and this one's too cold, and we're just right in the middle and fucking yeah.
The sun is not
same
up.
way, except a lot easier.
Yeah.
Flat Earth Trav said yes. Disney and NASA work together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because reasons.
Oh, absolutely. Since the black and white days, since I was little watching that stuff. Werner von Braun was talking to Walt Disney on, you know, on some of the videos that they were showing back in the day before they'd show a Donald Duck cartoon and with that quack guy who was a scientist, talking about how we go to the moon and
It's all big lies.
programmed us from we were little.
Yeah.
Going around this prison.
Totally. That NASA stuff or the Disney stuff
I
from
gotta
way
check
back.
my dog.
It's kind of creepy when we're looking at some of that. When I was looking at some of that Disney stuff, like you're saying, that's like him talking about SpaceX.
Frank's not reading. He needs his readers. They showed me my 8-year-old images of plants in class the other day. He said it looked like CGI. Even the teacher agreed with him.
Wow, that's great. What a smart kid.
I think we live on a never-ending plane, and there are hidden lands keep us enslaved.
Possible.
And how does the sun stay up, Frankie? We're in prison, flat Earth. God created because we sinned against Him.
Possible.
Their use of toy models in the 80s is the funniest. That one clip where the guy gets his head in the headshot is my favorite. Oh, no, you know what it's talking about? Where it's like they're showing like the module coming out of the space shuttle, and you can clearly see like the dude's reflection. For a second,
yeah.
He's like, oh
yeah.
And he, like,
giants in
he all
space.
gets out of the picture.
The guy is like laughing. He's like, "That's what NASA's hiding. There's giants in space." Oh yeah, I went back to see that guy. He's so
Sun
clip
is
is
not
so
up.
funny.
The sun is up. It's up over there.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the house. That's why you don't see the sun.
The sun and move have their circuits, their kirkits.
Crickets.
Going around this prison. Frank, I would back you up, but not if you had that idiot in the tie-dyed smiley shirt.
Aww. That's okay.
Aw, just me.
I don't mind if you call me an idiot.
Billy Bishop. The sun appears to be a focal point of light, not an actual object. You know, and I'm not sure of that either. It almost, because the way that it moves and the way that it can stay the same size, whether it's over there or over there, it almost seems like it's a reflection of the sun. Like it may not actually be the sun itself that we're physically seeing. I'm almost thinking it could be something outside of the dome that is causing that perspective, which makes it appear.
And it's coming, and it's
which is why it always stays at the
on
same.
it,
It's
on
always,
something,
it's always actually. I think it's actually literally always at the same distance. It's kind of on like a focal point. Like the sun's here, and it does this, and we're in the middle. I don't know.
I feel you. It has to do with the perspective and the relation to the reflection. Kind of makes sense.
Let's see. Charles was, and then he still is.
Yeah.
Our Creator created magnetism that keeps the sun and moon on a magnetic circuit. Yeah, electromagnetism. Nikki Stat, Frankie and the guys, how about the deep sea and so deep they can't go? How can they fly to Mars and they can't go 10 miles underwater?
Right.
I think they can go 10 miles underwater. They can't go more than 8 miles underground, but I think they can get... Can you get 10 miles deep in the water?
I don't know,
Do they have
but
a sub that actually can take that pressure or whatever? Shit stops working and
I'm
stuff.
not sure, but the point is valid that they really have not... They claim they haven't even explored all the seas, yet they claim they're exploring distant galaxies and creating all that stuff like... And then they're claiming that they don't even know about the seas. So that definitely, there's something weird about that, you know, like more distraction and whatnot. And
Pull the camera this way. We go over, spin around.
there we go. Yeah, he's just working through the chat.
Hello, Frankie
here.
from Florida. God bless you guys. Louis 2020. And Nikki Stat, Frankie and the guys would rather hang out with Neil deGrasse or Elon Musk. Don't say reflection, though. The globe believers try to claim that he's in the craft and it's a reflection. Can't be so because the toy itself perfectly cuts the parts of the heads
I mean,
that
do I
walk
have
by
to?
it. Moon,
Oh, you don't have to.
Right.
Saludo Dominican.
That's part of that.
Do you think giants and titans
that whole
lived?
belief system, no,
I do,
nothing
just
to do with
wondering what you
Yeah.
think. I think there were giants.
Nothing to do with it at all.
Psalms 19, King James Version, sun and moon. Rob says, shut up, Jeff.
Point that
Viva
camera.
flat earth. Oh, sorry. Trying to
Yeah.
read shite.
He's trying to keep up with the chat.
Go like this. Then what you got to do, you just,
Bam.
Bam. Oh, whoops, my bad.
There we go.
Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing
Hola.
okay out there.
Everyone's doing okay except Jeff. Jeff's having a hard time.
Oh,
What's the
no.
matter with Jeff?
I don't know. He's mad or something. He just wants to talk crap and he wants somebody to listen to him, for crying out loud. Just listen to me. Al Capone would have had you whacked. Al Capone would have you whacked. Please, read my comments. Al Capone, I just wanted somebody to get mad at me or something.
Well,
It's okay, Jeff.
Yeah.
Relax.
We all gotta get attention somehow.
You'll be okay, little fella.
Yeah, there we go. Let's get it.
sorry about the camera.
We'll just...
See, and that's how you can tell immediately Jeff is not a flat
I'll
earther,
hold it.
because flat earthers don't
Let
act like
Frankie hold
a-holes like that. That's
Come to
funny.
Papa.
Here
That's what
comes
we
the
were
papa.
That's what we were just talking about earlier. I haven't met someone who actually believes that we live on a flat plane that is an
Hyper-Venezuela.
asshole. I haven't met one flat earth asshole.
Me either.
Well, I met
Hi for
You met the
Venezuela.
flat earth
I know the flat earth asshole, but I haven't met one who was actually an asshole.
Wow. Yeah, he wasn't an asshole?
No, I,
He
no,
was
I
an
never actually
asshole.
got to. I never actually got to meet him when he came down here. I
Right.
talked to him whatever on the thing before.
I see.
I would have met him,
I see.
but now it's too late. Now he's weird.
Now he's weird. He was always weird.
Well, we're all
And
a little
I'm-
bit
yeah.
freaking odd, but then when you go off on odd stories about missing girls and it just like overtakes
Frankie
your
and his
life
trolls.
temporarily, it's freaking weird.
Frida.
Well, I think all the fans
Weird.
can go to people's heads, you know.
You're funny,
Hey.
Frida.
Well, they need, yeah, right. They need, like, they get all this attention, and then they got to generate something to keep the attention going, kind of. That's what I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes.
I don't think so. I think he's pretty legit and upfront and forthcoming with everything that he said.
Hey, Louis thinks you guys are not asleep. Thanks,
He
Louis.
gets off on odd topics. Louis 2020.
Yeah, Louis 2020.
Louis can see. Louis don't need no glasses.
Frida says, I believe the Bible. It's been true all this time, right, Frida?
I believe it too. I don't believe many other books.
Yeah,
but
we're
I
all
believe
carried.
that one.
What's that?
So I believe it too. I don't believe many other books, but I do believe that one
Yeah, it's been true.
for some weird reason.
Amen. It's true.
It just meshes with everything I've ever known.
Anybody want to say anything? Any questions? I'm sorry I couldn't answer everybody.
I don't have any questions.
Flat Earth Trav says, Flat Earth brought me to the Bible.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Good. I guess that's probably what it's supposed to do. A bunch of things should bring you to the Bible. There's a lot of people that say that they're truthers. I just want to find the truth in this and that. Have you ever read the Bible? Oh, I don't believe in that shit. Look, you're trying to find everything that there is to find out. You won't even skim through it. Just thumb through it a couple times. You may learn some truth if that's what you're so eagerly freaking trying to search for there, supposedly. But no one looks at it. No one even looks at it.
Frankie, talk about Elon Musk, fake rocket, and how it's actually
Even I've read some
CGI.
of the Necronomicon and freaking weird shit that you shouldn't even get into just because you need to see the other side of that. You don't know what principalities and stuff you're fighting against. You need to know your
Hi,
enemy to
Travis.
be able to fight your enemy. So sometimes you have to find out stuff. And you have to read things that aren't there.
Right,
It doesn't do anything because really your own God-given Holy Spirit that's inside you that helps you decipher everything already knows all this stuff. You already know. You're 5, 6 years old and someone brought out a Ouija board and you're like, that's not good. Why? You just did. Whether you did it or not, you knew that something was off. And now that we're older enough age, if you're an adult, you should know why it was off and what it meant, and that there's a spirit world out there, and yeah, all starts making sense.
Yeah, I never played with that thing.
No, you don't play with that thing. You don't play with the devil.
Little bird. How many flat earthers do we think there are now? Best estimate?
Like at least 8. I'd say 8. Probably 9.
How many cows can you fit on the head of a pin?
You know,
We don't know that. I don't know. I'm hoping it grows and grows and spreads the whole flat earth soon. I'm praying it comes sooner than later.
I would honestly have to say 1.8 million. That's what I would say. That's my guess.
Right.
What's your guess?
1.8 million.
Years?
No, 1.8 million people.
Oh, people, like one out of
that
one out.
actually believe in that the Earth is not a spinning ball, and they're pretty damn sure that we're on a flat rock. Yeah, I bet you a little over 1.5 million people probably do, whether they say it or not. And people who are out and about on YouTube,
So that's
and
like
whatever, there's
that's
probably
like
about 35,000 just on YouTube that are actively on a regular basis. I'd say about 35,000.
It's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing.
People
I'm glad it's growing. I'm just impatient with this.
Yeah, we need a flat Earth census. Stand up and be counted.
There you go.
Brother Daryl,
I'll vote for
44.
that.
How you doing?
Good one.
I'll hit the polls that day.
Yeah.
He may be right. It could be over 1 million. I don't think
I think
so.
so.
Oh God.
I think it's
Over 1 million?
Yeah, I think over.
Well, there's 8 billion people.
I think at least, 0.00001% of that, I believe.
Jonathan says China taught the flat Earth in 1648.
And about that same amount of people believe in the Word of God, too.
And what about all the flat accord music? What about all the non-English speaking flat earthers, or
I was
on the
taking all
flat
that in
Earth?
consideration. I think worldwide it's under 2 million. That'd be my guess, I think.
Well, I think that there's a lot of people who are open-minded and are just slowly moving through the journey and maybe haven't embraced it as hard. So I think that there's a lot of people who wouldn't really be considered flat earthers, but maybe are on the way,
Sure.
and are taking it slowly.
They kind of know.
But why is it taking forever? I woke up within minutes.
Yeah.
I swear.
I did too. As
Me
soon
too.
as I saw it, I was like, yep.
Yeah.
I freaking knew it.
Well, I think it's
That's what I said. That's why I said that, because that's what I said. I was like, dude, I freaking knew it.
it's really just the open-mindedness and the honesty, and it just, if you're not already honest with yourself, it can be harder to accept the truth.
I'm not flying through freaking the air right now, dude.
Dick wants to know.
I'm not going 1,080 freaking miles an hour right now. I'm telling
Definitely
you, I'm
not. Definitely not.
I'm
Well,
not
I
moving.
believe you.
We're not freaking moving, dude. We're not flying. We don't-
Strap in.
We don't spin that way, and the clouds go whatever the hell they want to when our atmosphere is something but in vacuum touching non-vacuum, and yet it's, dude, talk about unstable. Holy crap, it's impossible.
Do I believe the rich people extending their lives with secret technology? It wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
Yeah, it's real secret. You
People are
just eat a
funny when it
fucking
comes to
baby.
money.
Real secret. You just drink some blood of a child. It's real secretive, top-notch scientific study.
Yeah.
You just take the blood of a child.
Yeah, we came up with the technology for vampirism a long time ago.
Yeah, no, they've been doing this shit forever, bloodletting and all that crap. There's no real technology to do it other than ingesting or somehow infusing yourself with a younger person's life.
Brutal.
That's the only way.
Terrible.
They've been taking heads off of monkeys and putting them on other monkeys and shit for decades, though. And I'm sure they can probably do it with some people. Be like that movie Free Jack with fucking Mick Jagger, or some other movie, take off someone's head. That stupid ass one with what's that dude's getting all weird now from 21 Jump Street, Johnny Depp. He's getting all weird, that movie where they turned him into a computer and he was like actually in the computer, whatever.
Didn't see that one. I've seen
That was
some
just
Depp,
recently, whatever. They like uploaded his brain like into the computer, so then the computer was like him, and then he like started taking shit over, and it was like Lawnmower Man all over again.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
1988.
I think I watched that once a long time ago.
1988, yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty good movie actually.
Pierce Brosnan's
I was
great.
tripping out on that when I was little.
I saw that for the first time just like 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I watched all kinds of weird shit. My mom would take me. I was 7 this.
Yeah.
You're like, here, Sean, here, you're watching this with me. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, my family was kind of the same way a little bit.
My mom she didn't have a friend. She treated, her son who was in second, third, fourth grade like her buddy and shit. Here, watch this with me. You want popcorn?
Yeah.
Let me see what the chat's saying. I want to say hello, everybody. Let me see. You don't follow up what's happening in the world? Well, a lot of things are happening. Can't follow them all. Wish I could.
Nothing new under the sun on the same note. So, don't really need to keep up the speed with bullshit. Bullshit never changes.
Exactly.
Stuff never changes though, really. It can be slightly different, but really it's the same. There's no need to really keep up with hot topics and current events and shit.
Because the next day people forget about it. Well, it's like rain and
You
slow.
wake up all day long, oh my god, this shooting something at the embassy, something. The very next day, we're like, oh, there was a fire and this and that. And facts on the shooting by 2-3 days later. Nobody got charged, and nobody got caught, and dude, piss off.
Yes,
we don't got time for that.
No.
I only got time for reality, which is the word of God, and listen to other brothers and sisters on here that actually preaching truth and talking stuff that makes sense.
Exactly.
I don't have time for BS news.
Sam says they say 1/3 of the menials are flat.
1/3 of what?
Yes, Frida, I deleted him. I know how to do it. Hope he wasn't bothering you. I'm trying to, I really can't see too good out my glasses.
Bothering me.
Yeah. I should have been your dad, Frank. What are you trying to say? I'm old? That's what I told my two brothers here. I said, I'm old enough to be your father.
That's a dud.
Oh, that's sad. Sorry to hear that, Jonathan. You can't talk to him about anything? Don't give up, though. Get your father, Honor your mother and father, and you'll live long. Hey, Scar, what's happening? Yeah, put my glasses on, Frank. Yeah, they're in my car. My wife's got the car. CC says he loves us out here.
Aw.
CC, who do you love more? Me or all around flat, Sean? CC, are you there? Answer the question. We'll put you in jail. You better go vote. Oh, so Frida, your boys, so you have sons that think you're a nutcase? I hear you. A lot of my family thinks I'm a nutcase. They didn't want to listen to me. Now, when I first see him, instead of giving me a hug and a kiss, it's like, I hope you're not going to talk about flat Earth again tonight. I said, when the time is right, and I believe it needs to be said, I'm going to say it. I will bring it up. How are you guys doing on this flat Earth? I'm getting old and fat. These other two brothers here are young yet. They got a whole life ahead of them.
Actually, I'm 41. I'm turning 40 next year.
Wow, you're 40.
I'm 32.
32.
Yeah, I got some gray hairs, but I've had those since I was like 13. I started going gray.
Yeah. I got gray beard.
Yeah.
My hair's still dark though.
Yeah.
I don't color my hair.
Yeah, your hair looks great. How come your beard changes but your hair doesn't? That's crazy.
I don't know, but everybody tells me, like, if I'm sitting with my siblings and we're all around the table and I'm the oldest and they all have gray hair and they all like start looking at me like, you're dyeing your hair. I said, I want dye near me. I said, I'll dye my beard every once in a while if I watch too much wrestling. But I don't put any dye in my hair. And they were like all like looking at me, give me like the evil eye.
They like don't believe you.
Yeah, but it's true. I won't do it.
That's good. That stuff's real.
Cece says you guys look great. Us guys, Sean's not even here. What do you mean us? Between me and Mark. You mean us two guys? You love us? All right, Cece, who do you love more? Me or Mark? He's
It's
funny,
really important to me, please.
Happy birthday, 32 today. Oh, 32. I wish I could go back to 32.
Wow, 32 today.
You ever think about that, the going back and knowing what you know now?
Sometimes.
I always think of that, man. I know it's a new point, really, but I always think about that.
it would just be awfully different to go back. Because, yeah, I mean...
Because how asleep we were.
Well, for me,
I think about how asleep I was. Star Trek, Lost in Space.
Yeah. Oh, totally. All the programming and everything. Exactly. Because skipped all that. But really, I think, for me, just the flat earth thing is just giving me more confidence. You know, just to come out and deal with life.
Amen,
you know?
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like, if I go back, you know, it's like I had to develop to this point and get here. You know, so going back almost like...
You know, going back knowing what you know.
Right.
Now.
But would I be...
I'm not talking about making money, who wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the flat earth, the most important thing.
Right. Right.
Like, how would you even bring it up? Say you went back in the early 80s. Or say me, I went back in the late 60s.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
And I was trying to tell people, hey, the earth is flat. It's in the Bible. And hopefully so, if it can never happen, but if we're just talking, you know, imaginary story.
Right.
But I would make sure I write as much information as I can in my pocket.
Yeah.
To remind myself.
And try to
it's so funny, I can't remember anything. We had these things I remember, like I was jumping in my crib. You know, I can remember things so long ago, and then I forgot what I ate yesterday.
Wow, you remember being a little child, huh? Little baby?
Oh, yeah, jumping in the crib.
Wow. I remember
Shanna Holmes said, hope you guys are blessed. Oh, you guys are blessed. Thank you, Shanna. Chris is saying, can't believe we have to convince people that the earth is still. Amazing, right? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Frida says 100 years ago, they knew it was flat. I believe it.
That would be in 1918, and that 100 years ago, roughly, the World War I was going on. It's about to end 100 years ago.
Wow.
Coming up on like the 11th is the end of World War I.
Well, it's 100-year veterans, yeah. It was probably most likely a made-up war to kill us. Because really, think about who really wants to go to war, especially if you have children. You know, if you're going to go to war, they don't want their children to die. They would come to some kind of agreement. There's got to be some kind of agreement to stop them killing each other. But no, this is all out of slaughter. This is, you know, weapons becoming more and more dangerous and more harmful and stuff like that. So I believe they all made up the wars. That's what I believe.
I believe too.
Me too.
A bunch of rich people freaking playing Risk.
Get in the camera.
A bunch of human beings.
Get in the camera. Stop sneaking food. Sneaking my cookies. You don't bring anything out for us? You stuff your mouth. Look at your mouth. Look. Hope a fly goes in there. Oh, Lord Jesus.
No cookies
please.
on flat earth.
Guys, hear that feedback? What are they saying, CC? What on flat earth was that noise? That was Sean choking on cookies, trying to stuff them in his mouth. I can figure that shit out right away, man. Oh, I put my hand on the microphone. Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
How long was it on the microphone? Thank you, Calvin.
Static. Where's the microphone? I'm not even sure where the microphone is at.
Shannon says it was a loud noise. You must have been loud. I wish he would talk louder when he was on film.
Yeah, would you start yelling, Sean?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, now it's better. Thank you, Calvin, because I didn't even know. I'm holding this camera.
I've always been naturally loud. Like, we were on the phone conversation last night for a couple hours, and I was just in my room, and it was like 1 a.m. or something, and I'm just talking like, oh yeah, man, and all this about the flat earth, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh wait, my roommates probably know everything, probably know way more than they ever wanted to now.
You can't feed people like too much information at once. I'm like, why not? Keep feeding me.
Yeah.
When I found out about flat earth, I wanted to throw everything at me and run me over the tank.
Yeah.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
Jeffrey, how am I doing? Okay. Thanks for asking. Hope you're okay. Thanks, Flat Accord Music. Love your music. Thank you. Sorry I had my finger on the mic. Wish I could do that to my wife. Put a finger on something. Stop on it. Yeah, put your finger on it. Like the little kid with the dyke. I'd rather put my thumb in a pie. Hey, Frank, you got to talk about how JFK and Jimmy Carter are the same person. That's what they say, the cloning effect. You know? Your brother Daryl had something where I didn't get a chance.
Daryl D. Marble?
No.
Oh.
Talk about brother Daryl 444. I mean 44. Sorry. Like so many trannies, like even like the James Bond movies, like all the women were trans.
No, I know. I was just looking up
That
something.
was wild, man.
There's this guy, there's this little guy that, well, he was born a guy and then he was a girl for like 35, 40 years. He regrets it. Pretty much everyone that changes over like that, they all regret it. That's why 40% of them commit suicide. He made this whole like internet company online there, and he helps people and talks them through basically not killing themselves. Come to find out, dude, they've been doing this transgender. You could do a gender reassignment surgery as far back as like the late 40s, early 50s.
So they probably mastered it. They probably mastered
doing
it.
this way back when. I thought
Probably
maybe
so.
at the most, maybe mid-late 80s. Like no. People have been cutting their freaking stuff off and turning it inside out for 60 freaking years.
And they known how to do that a while. And the thing about it is,
and they probably
it was very rare. It was more
So,
rare, and as time went on, it caught on with people more.
But I was saying,
yeah,
this guy in his
right.
company, whatever, too, he was interviewing these different ladies and guys or whatever. Some of these folks were like 70, 73, 75 years old, and they had their surgeries back when they were like 20. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so you've been able to do this since, and they're like, I got it done in like 56. The other one said, I got it done in like 51. I'm like, I didn't know they were doing that back then.
So now they probably perfected. You can't tell if it's a man or a girl or a man,
well,
right?
Sure, we're pretty damn good at it. You can probably do something right off the bat if you know you want your kid to not be a boy or a girl, because we do ultrasounds. We could probably alter some kind of shit while they're still inside there with the amniotic fluid and whatnot, so it comes out and it's already halfway turned and already got some drugs in its system. Maybe
just send a little wire in there and cut in there and just pull, do a little thing right on the during the process. If they wanted to.
The Statue of Liberty's a man.
The freaking newborn puppies or whatever, you gotta clip the little thing, clip their tails.
I bet they can do stuff in there.
Well, they said that since the beginning of time, man and woman, like that.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying.
It's true. It's an ancient thing that they've been messing with. It's crazy.
Freaking Cleopatra was freaking
Chris just said it, ancient times.
Right.
Amazing. But now, I guess with the technology, they can really fool the people. Believe it or not, when I was watching a little bit of Brother Daryl 44 with the trannies, I had to stop and went downstairs because my wife called me. And after she talked to me, I said, I just found out, like all the James Bond movies, all the women are trannies. And she didn't even answer me. Like she couldn't even answer me, and I just left it at that. I never brought it up again.
I love it. I love it when you just get that look, where they don't even want to ask you if you're serious. They just accept what you say, and just think about it, and they're like deciding if they want to look into it or not or something. It's just like, I love that look.
Do I believe in 9/11?
Believe in.
Frankie, do you think the 9/11 attack was a conspiracy?
There's
no such thing as conspiracies.
Well.
Yeah, supposedly no such thing as conspiracy.
Something happened on that. I saw stuff on TV that day. That's my answer.
I believe the Bushes, and I think they were involved in it. I don't want to say too much about it. I just pray for all the people that died.
Nope, it happened just like they said it did. Guys with razor
Yeah, the
blades,
pre-programming and
yellow knives that they use at Walmart freaking took over airplanes and ran.
Yeah, it's a fishy story.
And with 550 miles an hour, which is physically impossible, an aluminum cut steel beam. But yeah, do I believe every last word of it? Yep.
Yeah.
Something wrong with that story.
But the people, the family members that lost people that died.
Did they?
People died.
Oh, hey everybody, Google, what's this dude's name? Google the astronauts that were in the Challenger space shuttle. Google Richard Scobie or Dick Scobie, last name Scobee. You will pull up his IMB, his internet whatever Google page. He was one of the astronauts that was on the space shuttle that blew up, that we all saw. He died. I Googled him the other day. I pulled up his whole chart. It had
one of them died, right?
It had a picture of him. No, everyone died. The Challenger shuttle went up and freaking everybody in there died. The teacher, the black dude, the Chinese guy.
Oh, he's saying they did die.
Supposedly they did die. Well, again, I looked up one of the guys that was on the
And they're all
Challenger
alive.
that blew up. I looked up this one guy specifically. He's still in the exact same field, the same
Yeah,
background,
same everything.
There's a picture of him when he's now like 65, 66 years old, and there's a picture of him before he went on the shuttle, before he died, and there's a picture of him within the last freaking year. And you can just look him up. You can just Google the guy. You can just Google him.
Right.
It's amazing.
He's not dead. They got a current picture of him, but they're telling you that he's dead.
They can definitely fake deaths, and they can disappear people. We don't know where they went. You know, does that
Like
mean
the
maybe
actors
they
that
got
died?
reinvented? Does that mean they wouldn't put them in a Guantanamo Bay? I don't know what happened to those people. I know people
Witness
lose
program.
people in these things. I just don't know the real story. You know, I don't know what really happened, you know, on 9/11. And it's just, there's a lot. September Clues, I'll just say that. That's a great documentary, September Clues. That's where I'm at.
We want to find out all the answers. We really do. We want the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. The Phoenix is a Masonic art of faking one's death.
The rise of the Phoenix.
Huh. Like, dying and being reborn is just a metaphor for faking your death?
Yeah,
Phoenix? That's
probably.
good. I didn't think... that's cool.
Yeah, Phoenix has a lot of...
Ask Trump if he knew
we're on the 33rd
before it
parallel
happened
and all that
before
shit.
and wrote it in a book about it. Yeah, I believe that. Do I believe they clone people, Frankie? I say yes. Because they showed pictures, right, of the birds cloning birds and
They cloned.
pigs.
I remember we were just talking the other day.
For the
about,
longest
like,
time, the live video.
1984 or so. I was in like second grade or so, and they were showing on the news how they cloned that sheep. They cloned that sheep or whatever, and they were talking about it. And
Right.
that means they've been doing it for about 50 freaking years.
Well, Lord
If they
warned us
show you
about
it.
it. You know, keep the bird with the bird kind.
I could totally see it. I
Keep
don't see why
man
not.
with
If I was a
mankind.
multi-billionaire and I was completely sick in the head and overcome and whelmed with money and greed, like, say, like Tom Cruise, for instance, you're damn right I got some 25-year-old kid who's just like me sitting in a cage or a plexiglass box somewhere, and as soon as something goes out, I'm just going to grab new kidneys out of him and maybe a left lung and then a heart when it comes time, and there you go.
I'm gonna go on a...
See, why the hell not?
I'm gonna go out and say I kind of like
Most movies are
kind
based
of like
on reality.
Russian Vid's kind of had this opinion. I think he expressed it once on cloning, and that's I think they kind of want us to believe they have powers they don't really have. And so, I mean, I'm not really convinced that they can clone humans. I think the only way to make a legitimate human is naturally through, you know, procreation, a man and a
For
woman
test tube?
going through the, you know, the canal of a female is the only way to enter this world. So I think if they do know how to make things in a lab,
No way. You
it's
think they
probably
can make a synthetic amniotic sac and freaking grow a baby if they can already
they can
start
make
it in
some
a
kind
test
of
tube and put...
okay. I'm just saying.
So it's sitting right- so it's sitting right here?
I think it's what I'm trying to say is just that
Spit it out. People are waiting.
yeah, I think the only real natural way to get here is they can make abominations.
Oh shit!
You know, in their own way.
That's what we're
in
making.
the yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's what we're making.
But as far as cloning goes, I'm not sure. I'm not
as
sure
far
I'm
as
sold
cloning
that
goes,
they
as far as
can.
it being the same person, because they can sure as hell make another human being
They're actors.
goes on your
They're actors,
your
brother.
DNA, and it'll look a hell of a lot. It's not going to be you,
Right.
but it'll look a hell of a lot like you, and you could pull stuff off of it and have the same blood type and everything. And if you needed an arm, leg, head, you know, and we have the technology, you could absolutely replace it. We could do a kidney transplant right now. I don't see why you couldn't.
Salted
do it with some
cedar.
retarded, brain dead dummy that's an exact
Yeah.
perfect clone of you that is you,
Yeah.
like it's you.
Maybe
Yeah.
they can do that.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure they'd want
But
to.
what I'm
Because
trying,
anyone
what
who
I'm-
has
what
to
I'm-
want
let
to.
me say something. What I'm trying to say is that cloning and not cloning, okay? But when you see like somebody, a man figure, and say he's running to be the governor, and you see him, and then his opponent is a woman, but yet it's him too. The way they can do the makeup today, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can trick anybody.
Yeah.
I think somebody did a video
Miss
about that.
Miss Doubtfire is running for Congress.
Something like that. Well, they tell us they don't hide their secrets. The thing is, we have the root spirit of deep sleep. Can't wake up.
1 second, dearie. I'll get him for you.
Yeah, not sure if it was real, but seeing a clone sheep baby inside an artificial sack.
Uh-huh.
Lord
that was
of
back
mercy,
in the day. That was in
man.
the 80s, man. Of course they can do all kinds.
Well, I mean, that's
Because
my
what
point
would
about
be-
that is that's another media thing they said. They said, hey, look at this sheep in the sack. Don't you believe us? We can do anything. And that's just another thing in the media they presented. I don't know if they can clone or not. My heart tells me they can make abominations, but they can't really make humans. You know,
Maybe
they
they're
can't make
trying.
humans in
Maybe
a
they're.
lab.
Okay,
Well, that's
so
why they're
yes.
mixing. Maybe that's why they're mixing animal with or insect. Who knows what
I just
humans?
think, like, okay, you don't believe in God. You don't think that there's no afterlife whatsoever. Your reality is just this world and everything you could possibly gain in it, and all you want is money, and you're the greediest bastard in the world. What would be your #1 goal? To live as long as physically possible.
Yeah, 'cause you
These
can't take it with
bastards
you.
that have billions of dollars since however freaking long ago, I'm sure that has been probably on the top of their list
No,
since
you're right.
they got, 6 or 7 zeros at the end of their bullshit bank.
Probably more than
I
that.
agree with that.
That's probably been like
They have
the
so much
#1
money you
They're
can't
trying
count
to
it.
do it.
is stay here as long as physically possible, because when I die, I don't know, and this is everything,
Or
and this means everything.
Clone
to me.
human slaves, whatever their deal
Well, you think
is.
my father took his baseball cards when he died?
What about cards?
You think my father took when my father died? You think he took his baseball cards with him?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. You come in with nothing, you go out with nothing.
Yeah.
These people are
It's either
scared.
save your soul now, your body forget it.
Unlike us, I'm not scared to die when I pass through this world. I'm not scared. That doesn't bother me. I'm not going to lose any earthly possessions. I don't have anything, and none of this is mine, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
But if you're completely opposite of that, dude, since ever you found out I could live long, you're trying everything. You're dude, you're doing everything you possibly think of.
I agree. They're
Sure.
definitely trying to do it, no doubt.
Whether it's sick shit or
It's like,
whether it's
did they-
scientific or whatever.
Did they
No.
actually? Did they just try to go to the moon because they wanted to fake it, or did they really think they could get there? Find out that they were wrong because they had no idea what they're doing.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, we got to kind of go with it.
Then they pretended to.
Can you hold it? You know why? Because I gotta plug it in.
Yeah,
It's dying.
Cool, I got it here.
I gotta get my charger.
So no doubt they're trying to
Who's
clone.
saying stuff?
I hope they don't
Flat
clone me.
record music.
Hope they don't clone my dash. Then again, would you want your dog to be cloned to live forever?
Yeah, just keep on having the same dog over and over again. They faked the moon landing to push the globe lie. Yeah, and also to
That's
prove
right.
that U.S. we're #1. You
Yeah.
know, that whole thing too. At FrankieBflat, have you seen the infrared videos from Jay? I haven't, but I've seen the infrared videos from P900. Sandra couldn't make it, so they faked it.
Yep.
Fake it till you make it, or just keep faking it. Operation Fishbowl stopped them from going to the moon, Alice. The Mars landing lie is coming next. Theater near you.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Can't wait.
Starring Ryan Gosling again.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Can't wait. I grabbed my synthetic popcorn. Around. Shauna. God bless y'all. See y'all astound.
Yeah.
All right.
Around, yeah. Scar, what do you think about Tupac going against the Illuminati, Frankie? Well, Frankie's out of the room, but do you want to handle that
I
one?
think he died. I think they killed him.
I mean, he's
Or he had to move far, far away.
right. Oh,
Cosmic egg theory. I don't know what that one is.
yeah. I heard a little bit about it, but
Elaborate. The moon landing was fake. Yes.
how did you guys come to Flat Earth? Flat Earth Trav. Do you want to take that one?
How did I come to flat Earth?
Yeah. How'd it happen? How'd you get here, pal?
My mom had sex with my dad, and then I was born.
Yeah.
How you guys
And it's
talking
been
about?
flat ever since.
Well,
It's never not been flat.
he asked, Flat Earth Trav asked, how did you guys come to Flat Earth? And This smart ass said he was born.
That's how I came.
I got born here.
That's
Very
how I
smart.
came to it.
I came to it through YouTube, and I just kind of looked into it after I looked into some other stuff.
I am a flat earth citizen.
And yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It just made so much sense. I wasn't one of those people that had to. Oh, I gotta go debunk this. Handle it. So I just basically came to it. Just honestly through YouTube and looking into different conspiracies, and it came up, and eventually I'm like, fine, but I did not think it would grab me like this.
I heard truth, and I was like, I fucking knew it.
Shanna Hanea. Who killed Frankie? He's right here. No one hurt. Yeah, no one hurt Frankie. He went in for a second.
Infrared
I had to get
videos
my
taken
charger.
from
My
planes
phone
are
was going
epic
with
flat
that.
Earth history.
Okay, the cosmic egg theory works off of geocentric cosmology, so that's kind of the reason they're bringing it up.
You were born a baller. No?
Born a baller.
How?
Well, you were born.
I didn't know about a ball or anything until I went to freaking school, and they still don't even teach that. Everyone says that about kindergarten, but I don't remember seeing a ball or a globe or whatever in kindergarten, anyways. But whatever.
Came to flat Earth by studying my own non-moving world. Very good. Once you go flat, there's no going back.
I was born blue.
Flat domed Earth sitting on pillars.
That's right. It's sitting on the pillars, and the four angels stand on the four corners. North, east, south, and west. How could they be standing on a spinning ball flying through space?
Good question.
Common sense.
Balls don't have corners.
Yeah.
What's everybody doing in the chat?
I think you got you at the bottom now.
What brand of cigarettes? I roll my own. I shouldn't be smoking. I'm only supposed to have 3 a day. I had like 6 already. Not good.
Yeah.
Probably fall out when my brothers leave.
Trying to smoke this.
I'm old, getting old. Can't wait for the coming of our Lord.
I think a lot of people got that wrong.
What's
Everyone
that?
keeps saying that they're. Well, and this is my point of view. Everyone thinks that they're waiting for the coming of the Lord and that it's going to be this great grand day. I honestly don't think my judgment day is going to be that fun. I don't think it's going to be very fun hearing every nasty thing that I've never done my whole life and God in my face confronting me about it. I don't see that being a very happy time.
It may not be good. It might
I don't see it, and I don't believe in this BS rapture that God's just going to come and all of a sudden all the good people are just going to disappear and you're going to have no tribulation whatsoever. I call horse shit, because that doesn't happen. Elijah got taken away, and that's about it. That's about it. We aren't going to get raptured. No one's just going to get taken and swept off, and you're just miraculously, just taken off to heaven without any trial and tribulation.
Yeah, no pain, no gain.
So what's the blink of an eye mean? There will be changed.
Well, every single thing we're going to have to look up exact scripture and find the content or whatever for to start.
Pretty sure it's in Matthew. It will be changed should have put the Bible out here.
Sure, I don't think, and on Judgment Day and that time, everything's going to happen so instantaneously. Just like the people that are waiting for God to come back, who are in dormant, who are in sleep, whatever you want to call that. As far as they're concerned, they died. The instant that they died, they were in front of God being judged. I think it's going to be instantaneous. I think everything's going to happen instantaneously. We're going to know stuff instantaneously.
But what do they say when the dead will rise first?
Because they got to be judged. Because everyone that died before Jesus came and spread his blood for everyone to be covered, they had already died, they have to wait now for Jesus to come again and have their judgment day, and they're going to be the ones that come up first. It's all going to happen instantaneously. It sounds like a series of events or whatever, but it's probably going to happen pretty instantaneous. Yeah, the dead are going to come back up, and they're also going to have to judge.
Williams, how you doing?
Because the people that died before Jesus shed his blood weren't covered.
Detroit,
by his blood.
yeah.
So they're in what people like to call limbo, or Hades, and all this other bullshit terminology. Where they're just in waiting, and they're not even going to know because it's going to be a blink of an eye from them dying to when God comes.
They're
back.
not going to perceive that.
Thank you, strange times.
Interesting.
So in other words, you don't think it's like the Van Winkle effect? In other words, if you die, you're sleeping, and then when the rapture comes, the dead rise first, and then they wake up, and
Kind of like, but you're not going to know that you're sleeping, though. It's going to be
no, I know that.
You're
you're going to be asleep. 1,000 years can go by, 50 years can go by. You wake up instantly. You don't know how long. That's the biggest question with people in the coma. First thing they get out of it, they say, how long? Because they don't know.
Right.
Yeah, my mind's been changing a lot about some things that have to do with that. Like one of my brothers, Flat or Sage, was talking about that too. As far as like he made a video, I think he even titled it too, like, is there a heaven or there's not a heaven? He titled it one of the two things, and I kind of think the same thing. I don't know if we're necessarily going to go up and go float around on clouds with God up in the freaking sky, what we call heaven. I literally think that, which is why some of these people with their pricking their finger and they're going to usher in heaven on earth and all that with these quasi-lumini and satanic rhetoric bullshit, trying to be witches is what y'all are trying to do. But I literally think that they got that misinterpreted from the Bible, which I think the earth one day will actually be heaven, and the saints and the people that did a good job while they were here and had faith and did what they were supposed to are actually going to rule over the earth in a way better state than this for 1,000 years. No one's getting taken up in a rapture. Everyone's going to have to deal with some shit here in a minute. People's heads will get chopped off. They already are in other countries. We just haven't seen it yet.
Right.
People are like, oh, we're in the tribulations right now. Go out on the street and say, thank you, Jesus. Praise God, praise God. And if no one chops off your head, you're still free, dude. We're not in the tribulation yet. We're not there yet. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I heard they bought a lot of blades.
Okay, now I believe we're in the tribulation. When we're all on the same page and we literally have to hide our Bibles so no one sees or we could get killed, okay, now I believe we're in some sort of tribulation. Now, and it's going to get way, way worse. People think this is rough. Now what? What's so hard? What? Oh, the chemtrails and they're killing us and that. You can still breathe. I smoked 12 freaking cigarettes today. I'm breathing just damn fine. Great. And, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange times we're in, huh, fellas?
A hell of a lot worse.
Looks like Solar Shield is in full effect there, lads.
Yeah, something.
No, we had no chemtrails today.
No, well,
we got lucky today.
Not the ones you can see, really.
Well, I didn't see any.
Just this bullshit haze kind of something. They got different formulas, I'm pretty damn sure.
Different cocktails.
I would have to say there's different formulas. There's ones I see them go over and didn't make anything. Now, whatever, I'll look up a video, something 5 minutes later, I'll look up and see it actually did make a cloud. It was just invisible. It took a few minutes for it to form, and then it actually turned into something.
Right, and then
the
form
they sneak attack.
You sons of bitches.
Yeah, sneak attack. Then they do it a lot at night.
Yeah, they're doing all kinds of nights.
They do it at
like
night now.
3, 4, 5, right over the man.
I haven't seen
They
it
didn't stop.
night.
Dude, when we were talking,
That's
they didn't
crazy.
stop till like 3 o'clock or so. I finally saw like the last one, a big fat one right across the freaking sky. And I'm like, dude.
Well,
my camera can't pick it up though when it's dark though.
I should have filmed yesterday's. Yesterday's here in Buckeye, the chemtrails were. They were horrendous. They were just covering the whole
They've been
sky.
terrible this whole week, which is why I've been filming like shit all week, and I got this stupid cough.
By the end of the day, it's milky skies.
So
Yeah.
it's a tiny bit hazy, but it's not.
Setting into a
Liberal
beautiful
61 star smokes 30 cigarettes.
30
sunset.
cigarettes.
All those flies.
He says you're doing good.
I just said 12 because I think my wife's
Smoke.
watching.
Okay.
Had to undershoot it.
I always say, I tell my wife, I'm going to just roll 3.
Yeah.
I end up with 6 and 8. But I got to stick to 3. I got to really pray on it. What's in the chat? What do you want to talk about? I got 2 brilliant minds here.
Yeah.
New York has been getting the trails bad.
I got.
Yes, my daughter sends me pictures. My daughter on Long Island, my oldest daughter, and she shows me what's going on over there, and they're bombarding the sky. But how do you get away with that? How can it's beyond me.
I don't know.
They don't talk about it on the news. That's why the news is all bullshit. Seems like the chemtrail smog is thick in Texas. I wouldn't doubt it. It's easy for them to cover the flat earth in a spinning ball, right? Boggles the mind. Yes, it does. I always think about that. I say, how come nobody, all of us get together and tell our politicians, stop this? What is this? We want to know what it is. Put it on mainstream. Why isn't it on mainstream news? So right there, if you have something to hide, then you're not really doing good. Logan says, soon we won't be able to tell that the sky is blue. Seems like that. Salted Cedar says, always spraying here in California too. I bet. It's out of control. I hate those things. When I see them up there, I think about when I was younger, and the sky was never like that. Now it's like normal to the kids. Even like in cartoons or whatever, the new cartoons, especially from Disney, you see in the background the chemtrails.
Wow.
Oh,
You know, it's like,
dude, I got all kinds of pictures I've been taking. I've been watching. Actually, I went back and I was watching like Breaking Bad episodes, and then now the Sal or whatever, the spin-off or whatever of Breaking Bad.
Don't call Sal or something.
Chemtrails or whatever, because they're in Albuquerque, so that's.
Oh God, I noticed that too. Watching.
I've seen all kinds of other older shows too, and seeing the lines in the sky, and it's freaking weird. And they're putting it in like on purpose. Like you have to put it in on purpose in freaking cartoons, dude. And they're putting it in on purpose in the background in freaking cartoon. Like so, these kids start getting used to it, and they're like, "Oh, that's normal. That's totally normal."
That's really crazy.
Well, I watched the show
Totally
that these 3 or 4 guys retired and went to.
The lifespan's gonna be 44 years old here in like the next 30 years.
Well, I was watching a show in Texas. In Alaska. These guys retired and went up there. Or some of them retired 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and moved up there in the middle of the disc. And they would say, well, you know, things are changing. The trees are in distress, and you know, there's drought, not enough water. I don't see these certain birds anymore, or this plant doesn't grow like it used to. But yet, and you see the documentary on TV, you see the guy standing in the background, you see the trees and everything, and the chemtrails. So hold on there. So if you've been there for 20, 30 years, and you know the whole area, the whole skyline, the landscape, the animals, you know in the back of your hand, then why are you not talking about the chemtrails? How could you not stand there and say this, that, and that when the sky is full of chemtrails?
I remember hearing about chemtrails when I was a little kid on like at like the park, you know. I didn't go to school, but I would like go to the park and play with kids, and kids come up and be like, "See the chemtrails, government spraying." Ooh, it's like amazingly, the truth, the real truth front is the school like playground. Because when those kids get out of school and they're like, "Oh, I hated that," and then they all get together and start playing, and they're like, "Hey, did you know this? Did you know that?" And they start like truth pilling each other at 6 years old. It happens.
I still say it's not normal. I don't like it.
Yeah, oh, it's
no
terrible.
fireflies, frogs, toads, or raspberries around here anymore.
We're
I
losing
believe
all kinds
it.
of animals, all kinds of bugs, insects, and little like single-cell organisms and stuff are just
Frida
going
says-
extinct all over the world.
Yep.
All kinds of
Frida
shit, not to
says,
mention it.
Frida says, I never heard chemtrails until like 3 years ago. I remember seeing them in like 2007, 2008. And when I first noticed them, I was on the 51. I almost had to pull over. I was like, what's going on? You know, I would tell people if I stopped to get the gas station, look, 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 look. And people would look up and they're like, wow, what's the matter? Or they thought I was crazy. I said, what the hell is going on? Then I tried researching it and stuff. And at that time, there wasn't that much information out there. You know, and I knew something was wrong. And then I said to myself, well, how long were they up there? Were they up? I just found out like 2007. Most likely they were there in 2006. I didn't notice it. So maybe it takes certain people not to notice it. But still, like, I met people where, like, I met this mailman at my mother's house on Long Island, and he came up to me delivering the mail. He's putting the mail in the mailbox. He goes, beautiful day, ain't it? I said, well, not really. He's like, why not? I said, well, look up. And he looks up. He goes, oh, yeah, no rain today. It's a good sign. And I was like, the chemtrails. And he goes, and he looked at me and goes, what? I said, the chemtrails. Have a nice day, sir. Enjoy your day. I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm like, oh, my Lord. I'm like, I just pointed it to you. You turned your head. You looked up. You looked at him for a few seconds, and then you telling me you don't see nothing and have a nice day? Oh, I wanted to throw like an egg, hit him in the back of the head.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Iron Bear says he saw him in 2004. Oh Lord, anybody see him before 2004 out there?
I was watching some old Road Rules that was on MTV back in the day, and even some some old Real World, like the first and second season, and I remember seeing there's chemtrails in that, and that's like 93, 94 or whatever.
No, I'm talking about yourself. Have you seen them?
No, I do remember when I was like way younger, when I used to climb trees like right up the road from where I stayed.
Well,
now,
chemtrails.
Back in 85, 6, 7, I remember looking up and seeing right before the sun went down these big fat lines that would stay up there for a while, but I didn't think anything of it. I did think it was odd, but I didn't really think anything of it.
I didn't notice it until I was driving on 51 and I looked up for some reason. I was thinking of the verse, praying like, when, Lord, when, Lord? And he goes, well, look up, the redemption draws near. And I'm looking up, and then I'm like, what am I looking at? And that's when it hit me. All things hidden will be known. Things in secret exposed. Oh, yes. All truths. Yes, Rita, all truths. Raw meats. CSV3 right channel. Diana, results are fantastic. Oh, veganism is a deception. I wouldn't doubt it. In Romania, Calvin says they started 2006, he noticed. So what are we in, 19 almost? Was it 13 years they've been up there?
Long time.
And I noticed the plants and the trees and, well, when I was younger on Long Island, outside of Kennedy Airport, I used to catch butterflies the size of my hand. You go there now, you don't see none. So I believe the chemtrails have something to do with it.
Things are changing, and they say that the chemtrails are really to combat global warming. It's great how one lie just feeds right into another. Like, we have to chemtrail because globe.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
William says longer than that, like 15 years, yeah.
I made a video on my channel. They've been doing it since like the 40s.
Right.
Pretty sad. Anybody else want to talk about anything before we sign off? Oh, in Russia, they are spraying also. So Russia and USA are the same. All the governments against us. It's all a big lie to trick us. They've done a great job. But Flat Earth made me think of a lot of things and realize really what's going on. You never get me to vote.
Yeah. Election Day special here at Frankie's.
No more honeybees around either anymore.
Yeah.
They only once in a while you'll see a gigantic nest, and they're so aggressive they got to come in and kill them all, you know. But other than that, like, I don't see anything anymore. The only thing I see is flies, roaches, crickets. It's pretty sad. I haven't seen any butterflies anymore.
Like hardly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where are they? Where are they? I remember, like I was telling Mark, when I was young, I used to catch them right outside of JFK Airport, bigger than my hand. Like giant butterflies.
Dragonflies were like everywhere out
Oh,
here.
God, Lord. You used to run away from those things. They used to just hover, and they were pretty big.
You're right. There used to be
I
a lot more dragonflies.
I go out on recess or
Hi,
whatever.
Debbie.
In the back 40 of the playground or whatever, and all the bushes, you could literally, you just go up and grab them. There was white, blue, red, yellow, orange, black.
Yeah.
Dude, I put them all in a jar and then go back to class after recess and let like 5 or 6 go into class. They're everywhere. You know, you like barely ever see them.
I remember the black dragonflies used to come every year when I was a kid.
Go out to Lake Pleasant, you'll see like 2 or 3 like all day, and they used to be like everywhere. You're like, holy crap.
Yeah, they used to go nuts. They had their
gone.
season, and they're gone. It's true.
The chemtrails don't do anything. It's totally.
Hummingbirds are super rare.
Yeah, that's
We
why I
have
got
drone mosquitoes.
That's why I got my
Do I believe in nukes, or you think it was just a psyop? I believe they have big bombs that do big damage if they put them in the right spot.
Right.
But nuclear weapons, no.
I agree with Frankie on that one.
I did a
100%.
video, and I met this guy on this cruise, and I was hanging out with him for 2 or 3 days. We got to know each other. He was an engineer for all these battleships and submarines. And I said to him, I wanted to say it right away, but I figured, better not. Let me just hang out with the guy, see how he is, feel him out. And I was talking about the flat Earth, and I told about, have you ever seen any nuclear weapons on any of these? He goes, I never seen any of them.
Hmm.
And then somebody said in a comment, well, he has to have clearance. Okay, but if he's an engineer and he works on those, unless he has a gag order, but I didn't think he thought I was a spy,
Yeah.
so. Iron Bear says, I'm a nuked out of myself. Oh, yeah, because where is it? And then they say they have so many millions, or who really knows how many nuclear weapons they have, but they say they're on this ship, they're on that submarine, they're over here in this deep dugout or whatever underground. And yeah, well, how come none went off?
And they even said they had nukes up in space, and they didn't do anything with those. Like, they got nukes floating up in space. That's just so ridiculous.
Well, if they did have nukes, I'm sure they'd try to break through the dome and use them, right?
I think you said it, though. They just used the biggest bombs they had. The nuke thing is just not right.
Yeah, they got the biggest bombs. You put them in the right spot. There's the biggest damage.
Right. Simple as that.
They have created the perfect slave camp and enslave humans to do their bidding and love it, living in a material world. There's hope, though, William. Operation Fishbowl. Yeah, we're surrounded by water. Now, at least we know that. At least we don't believe we're surrounded by space and we're going to Mars. So it's a good thing. We're heading in the right direction, I think. All weapons are invisible now. Energy, frequency, and vibrations. Brother Darrell L44 says they're in Iraq. Brother Darrell, you're talking about, I don't think he's talking about chemtrails.
Oh.
I think he said that they're in Iraq.
The nukes?
Or the dude who's talking.
Brother Darrell, 44.
Well,
very good channel.
Well, they did try to get us to go to war every time using the nuclear weapons as an excuse. They say go war here, go war there. It's all about nukes.
Well, Brother Darrell, 44 says they're in Iraq. You know, if there was any, if they were real, it wouldn't surprise me that they're in Iraq. That I can say. Well, was firing bombs or fake nukes at the firmament. Yeah, trying to break through the dome. They can't do it. They're never going to do it. Same thing when I went to take care of my dog. You guys were talking about how deep they can go.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 7 miles. 7 holes in your head, 7 days in a week. Who knows?
Yeah, it's just shy of 8 miles, so it's 7.7 miles.
Brother Darrell's saying in Iraq it's a lie. What's the lie, brother? That they're there? The nukes are real? Or they're not there?
Or the lie that the United States bought to get in to go destroy that place about 10 years ago. 15 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah. Like, they're still there, guys. Let's go get those WMDs. Finish that job.
All right, so Frida says nuke Manhattan.
Nuke Manhattan. Oh, my God.
One day. Oh, when they use a weapon, it goes into the sea and the walls, the walls of Jericho. It's printed on the money. Most likely will happen. Oh, Brother Darrell, 44, said George Bush said so. LOL. Yeah, George Bush. Wow, how far the rabbit hole goes with that guy, right? Meanwhile, his father, he made that speech in 92, like, we'll be successful. And we will be. It looks like you're dying in a wheelchair, mother.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, nuke the Vatican also right after. All roads lead to Rome. I always said it. Because the reason why I say that, because Rome has been around a long time, and Rome has all the gold. And to me, the person with all the money, or the country with all the money, has the power to do good and bad. But unfortunately, it's bad. Nothing's really good really happening. What's really good really happening? Prices of everything, the way our food tastes, the way things used to be. It's not the same. Nothing's the same anymore. There might be a few things here and there. Yeah, okay. But overall, the whole pizza pie, 7 slices, it's not like what the way it used to be. Definitely not. Unless you're deaf, dumb, and blind.
7-slice pizza is a pretty jacked up pizza too.
Yeah.
New York will be underwater. Well, that's right. What's it in the? I forgot. It's $50 bill or the $100 bill. I don't know. I have to YouTube it or X Google. You know, if you fold one of the bills, it'll show.
Towers falling.
Well, yeah, the tower's on the $20 bill, and don't call it the city bombing. But I'm talking about either the $50 bill shows the Hoover Dam blowing up.
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah.
And then the $100 bill shows the nuke going off right outside New York Harbor. And the tidal wave will be 7 stories high.
Yeah. Be enough to take out most of us.
Oh, my P900 shows lights shining through water. It's amazing. Wow. Wish I had one of those cameras.
I asked Sandra the other day because, okay, the moon's going to be a new moon tonight. You're not going to be able to see it at all. But there's a certain filter on your P900 camera that, because it's so weird, okay, because the last day that the moon has like a little tiny sliver, it comes up right before the sun. And then the next day, when it would be coming up right exactly with the sun, it's a new moon, so you can't see it. And then you almost can't see it the very next day. And then the first time you do see it, it just happens to show up on the back side of the sun. Now it comes up right after the sun and it has a little sliver again now, but the sliver's facing the sun. So it always, every month, it always does this switch around thing.
Yeah.
With a certain filter on your P900, you can actually see the moon when it is not lit up at all.
Wow.
And then that would be cool to just to see, just to show people. We'll be like, look, the moon's right there, the sun's right there, like it's just barely coming up, and the moon's still not lit up. Yeah. Wolfie, grab your little ping pong ball and let's see how that works on your reflection.
Hey, Wolfie. Everybody talks about Wolfie.
Yeah.
You tell me the people that listen to him are straight just retarded. Just retarded. The futile minds that freaking follow the shit that comes out of that dorky sounding guy's voice.
Have you seen any interdimensional flying objects?
Interdimensional?
No, I can't see interdimensional. I only got the 3-dimensional eyes.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen any then? No, so we haven't seen any.
I can't also see light years away either, so if you can see light years away, then I guess you got one on me there too. Because I can't see light years away, because that would be looking into the future.
I mean, maybe you are an interdimensional flying object. I don't know.
I could.
You know, so...
Damn it.
They want to say UFOs. I haven't seen any. They haven't shown us real proof of anything yet, really.
Yes, I saw the Phoenix Lights, but I've never seen an UFO, any of that. Never seen that. I saw the Phoenix Lights.
Oh, you saw them?
I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I remember when the Phoenix Lights happened. I saw it. It was up in the sky.
They were like right here.
Yeah, but lights don't prove that it's a UFO.
Well, it's an unidentified thing in the sky. That's all I know.
Frankie, that would have been right above your head.
It could have been. It could have been something. I don't know.
The lights were right above your head.
I just remembered that happening.
Yeah, they were like right above your head, because everyone from Phoenix all saw it looking out this way, and they were just this side of the mountain. They were right over Buckeye.
Right over Buckeye. Wow. They probably planted a lot of fly cocoons. Flies everywhere, man. Buck fly.
Yeah, they planted the flies in the past because they knew they needed to stop Frankie in the future and assault him with flies.
Yeah. Strange Time says, I've seen UFOs many times.
Okay.
I see it in my sleep.
I mean, I've seen UFOs many times too. I don't know what every single thing in the sky is. Are we going to call it a UFO? Or are we calling it something else? Because you got to be more specific than unidentified flying object.
I see lots of police choppers.
What is that? Is that helicopters, a plane? I don't know.
Yeah, I see lots of police choppers.
Like a Phoenix.
Satellites all night.
What about aliens or demons? Where do they come into play in the grand scheme of things?
Aliens and demons.
Aliens and demons. Demons are real. Aliens are fake. I don't know.
The fallen angels are real.
Demons are all around us. They're part of Satan's army. They dwell with us. I don't know. You can answer a specific question. Tell me about your life.
Yeah, right.
Just start anywhere and finish.
NASA is playing in the sky.
Huh?
NASA, Frida says NASA is playing in the sky.
Well, sure, of course they are.
Yeah, they got our money to do it.
We got to test shit out.
They got all money to do it.
Of course.
Floating around things on balloons,
Just like
taking
that BS
pictures.
Tesla rocket that went up that you could see in California that did the swirly thing. They're just messing around. They're trying to test stuff out, and they tell us whatever. Which is why science is always changing. Because as soon as you find out something and call them on it, they go, "Oh, well, that was actually because of this. We were going to tell you that." But,
Yeah, exactly.
it's always changing. Science is always changing. It's very unpredictable, science, you know?
But believe everything the science tells you, except right until it changes it, then believe that.
Everything has patterns. All of life is a certain pattern. It's all scheduled. It's all formatted to each other. It works perfectly in unison, but science is always changing.
Well, Iron Bear said he saw a UFO hover over Philadelphia International Airport for 15 minutes, and then it shot straight up.
Wow.
I seen in 78 lights over the Long Island Expressway, and I stopped and I pulled over. I did a video on it, and they were hovering right over the Long Island Expressway, and they seemed like you could throw a rock and hit them. They weren't really up there, and it was all different color lights, flashing, making all different designs. Then it took off toward Manhattan, and then I was ready to leave. A few people that saw it stopped, ready to leave, and then it came right back, and it was right over us. But I didn't think it was a ship. But then years ago, I found out about Blue Beam, so maybe, most likely, they had it at that time. 78, they probably had it, or they just, or use it, or you know, perfecting it. Who knows? Frida's saying, what are you saying? I have no cell dead zones in certain areas. How's that possible with 100,000 or 1,000 satellites in space? I lose reception going around the block.
Yeah. Go to the top of any mountain, you lose all reception, even though you're, you know, however many thousand feet closer to the satellite. I go in different buildings, I can't get reception.
I know.
But if you're in the White House, you get perfect reception directly to the moon, no lagging time whatsoever.
Yeah.
But well, only in the '60s though. We lost that technology too.
Yeah. You go 100 miles one direction and you lose your cell service. You go 5 miles in one direction, lose your cell service. But what they're really doing is shooting it. Yeah, they're shooting it 200 miles up and then 200 miles back
to make that. They're bouncing the signal off of the moon. I get it.
If you're just a tiny bit off.
Well, we know it's bullshit. We know it's bullshit because our phones do lose service.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's all satellites up there,
it's all ground based.
Yeah, it's all ground based. It's easy. That's easy to figure out.
Yeah.
But yet there's people out there that still believe there's thousands of satellites flying around up there.
Oh my.
That show us the dark side of the moon.
They have to.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah, satellites are a good one.
They actually drop out of the sky all the time. People found them in South America and everything. Except they're just big hunks of metal that look like oversized refrigerators with balloons attached to the top. It's really weird. I don't know why satellites need, you know, Mylar balloons, but
yeah, because that's really the only way they can get them to float.
With no weird looking stretched out solar panels on either side. Like
that is so funny when you see that. When you see my video I did with that satellite,
fragile
did you see
solar
it?
panels all
Well, that's bullshit. It's not going.
to.
Where's it propelling?
Yeah.
When I did that 2 or 3 videos on that picture that was in the Arizona Republic, and it showed the satellite they're going to put in space. Did you ever see that?
No, I don't think so.
I picked out like, I don't know, maybe 12 things, and they're all demonic beings.
Cool.
You never saw it?
No.
Oh, you got to look at it, man.
I'll watch it.
What's going on here? We lost that technology. Towers and cables.
Yeah, our phones are
Silver and gold.
Silver and gold.
Who's got the most money? Rome. All roads lead to Rome. Same thing with robots and stuff. Like the cars that self-drive. I believe they're working their way up to it, most likely. But the day that a self-driving car can navigate through the streets of Rome, until that day, then I'll believe it, man. I'm that sorry.
They already killed somebody. They killed somebody here in Phoenix. They had to like reapply something to the government for another patent.
I heard
and
that.
Now they got these self-driving cars, whatever. But they're like, but now we're gonna put 2 backup drivers in there. You just need 1. Why are you gonna overcompensate 2? We'll let that go for a while until everyone forgets that your car's killed somebody, and then we'll have them back out with nobody manning them whatsoever here in a minute, and they'll be
just fine.
They'll be fully on the road here in about 10 years.
I don't believe
You'll
that.
call a cab and something will pull up and the door will open. There's nobody in there.
NASA is the world's largest helium buyer. A
Wow.
fact. Elon Musk and his car in space. How could you believe something like that?
With the local helium company.
Yeah.
Well, they're balloon happy, man.
Yeah.
It is balloon.
Yeah, they're just hitting.
Uh-oh.
They're getting high off it.
Zane's on that.
Oh, Zane, brother Zane.
Truth.
He's gonna tell you a new
Every
asshole.
truth will win the prize. We are really super wise. We are gaining our allies. SG towers are not wise. Astronauts are in disguise. ISS in demise. Cut these liars down to size. FE truth is on the rise.
Thank you, brother Zane. We love you, man.
That's Zane.
Yeah.
NASA means to deceive in Hebrew. Yes, we found that out. You know, they say no, it's not.
Yeah.
Zane put happy faces in fire.
Yeah. Nice.
Boy, it's starting to smell like cow manure out here in Buckeye. Wow, to see the wind.
Somebody stepped in shit.
You get that smell of the cows and the pigs at all the farms.
Wow, really? Is that what it's from over there?
All over,
Wafted
surround,
in.
especially this way here.
Yeah.
It's farms all the way for miles.
Wow.
And the wind blows this out, you get bombarded, man.
That's where them flies are coming from.
Let me see what's going on there. Zane, brother, did you see me and my family on Flocka meetup? Zane sees everything. You probably saw it. Well, I don't know if we're going to be staying much longer. This old man's getting tired. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. We all want the truth. We want flat earth to spread and everybody to realize the truth. It's very frustrating.
It is.
It's hard to even to believe that people won't even research it or stop for 1 second and maybe think about it. And that really bothers me. You know? It really does. Pretty sad. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. Mark?
Goodbye.
Sean?
Goodbye.
All right, it was fun being here.
All right.
Frankie's the man.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
All right, bye, everybody. Take care.